I want to go over function notation. And function notation really is just a way of trying to simplify what it's asking to do. Because you can see here we've got two different functions, so two different equations, and we want to do something different with each one of them. This allows us to look at a lot of different ones and easily put them together in any compilation we need. If you think about it, really, function notation is kind of like a shopping cart. You just put in what you want, and then you're going to run it through that particular equation, and it's going to pop out whatever the price is. Okay, and it could be price. We have revenue equations. So let's look at this one. So we can see we've got f of x up here, and we have g of x. And so I want to find f of negative 2. Now you can do this two ways. You can run each separately, and that's what I'm going to do here just for ease of thing. So I'm going to put negative 2 into here. So I have negative 2 squared minus 2 times negative 2. Now remember, whenever you're putting in a number, okay, so in each of those cases, they always go in parentheses, okay, because remember, there is a difference between this and this. They are not equal. The left side here is negative 4. The right side is positive 4. So it is very important that you're careful about how you put it in. Anytime this is saying the entire x term is raised to the second power, that means negative 2. If this said negative x squared, that would then be this one where just the x squared, just the x is squared, and then you apply the negative. There is a difference, and it especially matters on even exponents. So my rule of thumb is everything always goes in parentheses. And that's what you got to remember to do. So here I'm going to get positive 4 because negative 2 times negative 2. I'm also going to get a positive 4 here. So this is 8. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to do the next one. I need to do g of negative 1. So 5 times negative 1, again in parentheses. And remember, this is just multiplication. So negative 5 minus 4, that's negative 9. Then I come back up to my equation. So I have negative f of negative 2 plus g of negative 1. So f of negative 2 is 8, right? This came from this. And then plus this answer I just got here, negative 9. So then the entire solution is negative 1. Now you could have certainly put this all in and did it at once. And on simple ones like this, it probably is easy enough to do it that way. But if you have messy ones, sometimes it's nice to kind of go out in the margins, work each one, come back. And a lot of times I kind of almost divide my paper in half, got my working problem. Here's all my work as I go through. Like problems with a lot of factoring, I do that too. Whereas I'm doing the factoring over here, and then I'm writing in my answers over here. I'm not trying to do it all because, of course, neatness does matter. It's really easy to lose signs. It's easy to bring the wrong one in. So we got to make sure we're paying attention to all those moving pieces. My biggest advice for you, parentheses are your friend. Use them freely. Use as many as you want. I like parentheses. When you put in your calculator, same thing. Use parentheses. Parentheses are very, very helpful.